And welcome to today's video. So it's been a while since I updated us on what's been going on, and so I thought today I'll give us a quick update on how the plants are doing. So I'm just going to start with the ones on my porch right here, and then go to the backyard, and then after that I'll show us the ones I have on the upstairs porch as well. So here I have bitter leaves. They are kind of struggling this year, and these are cuttings that I saved from the plants indoors all through winter. So hopefully they're going to take time and pick up. These ones are Nigerian Red Peppers. This is scent leaf. I got this from Nigeria as well. So for some reason this one I have a lot that I planted, but only this one and a few others sprouted. So hopefully I can get more seeds from this so I can multiply it from next year. Can you guess what this is? This is tiger nuts. So I have tiger nuts here, and they're just multiplying anyhow. Yeah. So here is roselle, or we call it zobo leaves in Nigeria, and I have lots more at the back. So these they are, and then these ones are white garden eggs from Nigeria, and I have a lot more here as well as at the backyard. And as you can see, they're already beginning to flower, and hopefully very soon we're going to get lots of garden eggs. Okay, so over here I have lemongrass, and I have water leaves. So these ones, my first harvest, I kind of put the stems back, and they're going to grow up again into their own full plants. And this is also another set that I kind of planted from stems, and as you can see, they are doing very well again. So these are more Nigerian peppers. These are actually the ones we call Nsoka pepper. I think it's the same that they use for Cameroon pepper, if I am correct. So these are those ones. This is Nigerian Curry, the real original curry leaf, and it smells so heavenly. This is more bitter leaf, and that's regular bitter leaf. And over here I have cucumbers. I didn't really start them on time, but I'm just trying to see whether I can get some from this one. And this is more regular bitter leaf, more regular bitter leaf. These ones are thriving, so I'm hoping that before this season is over, I can get some harvests, and I'll still save some over the winter in the house. Then this is more of the Nsoka pepper, which I believe is the same as Cameroon pepper. So this is it. And I'm going to take us to the backyard to see what we have there. So here, this is what the backyard looks like. As you can see, a lot is going on here. So this is like a shepherd peppers, like sweet peppers. I got these ones from the store, and they're doing pretty well. Like they're doing very well. So this is the sweet bitter leaf. It's bitter like the regular bitter leaf, but not as bitter. For me, I find that I still have to kind of wash it, but not as much as I do the the regular bitter leaf. So here I have ginger. I actually harvested a few yesterday, and I'm going to be planting some more. This is more of the white garden egg I mentioned that I have at the front. So these ones are turmeric. I'm just experimenting. I would have preferred to use a deeper pot because it's a kind of tuberous plant, but I'm just experimenting. So this is Scotch bonnet pepper, and I have more of that right over here, this pot and that pot, and they're doing pretty well. I think these are grasshoppers disturbing them. This is kale. I don't have lots of kale this year. And then these are my tomatoes. This time around I prefer to grow cherry tomatoes because I can easily buy the regular sized tomatoes for cooking. I buy them in boxes, during the fall. Sometimes I buy like $5, $7, $8, and I buy 3-4 boxes and put them in the freezer, so it's easier for me to grow the cherry tomatoes so that I can eat them easily. And also my children love to eat these. As you can see, some of them are ripening, and I've been pruning them. Maybe I'm going to still show us how I prune. I believe I have a video for that, because whenever you prune them, then they do very well. If you don't prune them, they have more leaves, and sometimes they start developing diseases because they can't breathe. So these ones are called sun gold and sun cherry tomatoes. So over here I have some of the pop-up plants I started. I shared a video on how I started them and how they were doing. So this is what they look like so far. This season has been, strange, mostly cold. So I don't know. I don't think they're going to be able to fruit before the winter comes. If I feel like it, I'll give it a try next year, start earlier. And these ones are called Malabar Spinach. I've forgotten what it's called in Yoruba. So this is what it looks like. They seem to be struggling this year. Like I mentioned, it's been strange. The weather has been strange this year. This is white. Not white. Striped garden egg. I just love garden eggs. You might say it seems like most of my crop this year has to do with garden eggs. I just love them. So this is these ones are fruiting already. You can see. You see the stripes. Yeah, but they are still tiny. So I have loads of it right over here and here as well. So okay, see, lots of fruit. Flowers coming in. Can't wait to dig into them. So these ones, I think, Big Sun habanero. It's another variety of habanero peppers. This one is some of the water leaves. As you can see, I just trimmed them to cook, and so they're growing back. Here I have strawberries, and I'm allowing them to kind of spread on the ground in the hopes that next year I don't have to plant them again. Like this is where I kept this particular ones. They're called ground cherries, pineapple ground cherries, and I planted them right here in containers. But lots of them decided to volunteer themselves this time around on the ground. So I'm hoping that I can do that with the strawberries too. And these, I have more ground cherry plants I'm going to show us shortly. These ones are peppers. I think it's like is it called a spice pepper or something? So it's spice in the sense, not that it's spicy or hot, but it's like a sweetening pepper. Maybe it's a mild pepper. I think it's called a aji dulce or something like that. So this is it. So these ones are white garden egg from my last year's seeds. Yes, so as I mentioned, I have lots of garden egg this year. And you guess what this is? Cocoyam. My store-bought cocoyam. I shared a video of how I started them from only one tuber. I cut them up, and there it is. This is raspberry. I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace, so I don't need to start from seed. They're already fruiting. Although I'm not so much a fan of raspberries, but they could go very well in smoothies. Here are some more white garden eggs. It's not ready yet. It's still kind of greenish, so very soon it will be ready, and we can have lots of fun. Then here is pepper, another variety of hot pepper. I don't even know which name is this. I can't figure it out. Okay, Jamaica yellow pepper. So it's like a habanero too. I think it's fruity flavor. So they're doing quite well. And these ones are the ground cherries. So they are ground cherries because as they are, they're already fruiting, but it's not ready to eat. But once they are ripe, you see it becomes like the husk becomes brownish, and then it falls to the ground. And when it falls to the ground, it's ready for picking. So if you eat it like this, it could actually be poisonous from what I've heard. But once it's ripe and ready, man, it's very delicious. This variety is called pineapple ground cherry. They're extremely nice. And I have some more of that over here as well. Yeah, so as you can see, it's fruiting all over the place. It just needs to start changing color. This is more of the roselle, or we call it zobo in Nigeria. So I have lots of it. I heard that it will only start fruiting when the weather begins to get colder. So hopefully in the fall we could get some, or fingers crossed, a lot of fruit from this. Okay, and then here we have another variety of peppers. What's the name of this one? Okay, this one is called ajichombo. So it's hot. It's a hot pepper. I really loved the flavor. And these ones are from seeds I planted, from the ones I planted last year. And then finally here we have what's it called? We have garden egg leaf. I think some people call it a boma or something like that. So it grows just like garden egg, but the fruit is not edible. At least we don't eat it in Nigeria. I don't know if some people do in other places. So but the leaves are edible and I love them. They have a slightly, just very slightly bitter taste. Not I wouldn't even consider it bitter, but I really love it. So this is it for the ones I have down here. So I'm going to quickly take us upstairs to the porch there to show us our ugu plant. So here we are upstairs on the porch, and here I have the ugu growing. So I didn't even know I was going to be able to get new seeds and all that, but thankfully my mom, she came around and she brought me some seeds, and here they are doing quite well. Somehow struggling this year because as at last year I planted them in July. I think it was the end of June or so, and by the last week of July I was already harvesting quite a lot. But this year has been kind of on the cold side, but whatever be the case, we're gonna get at least a couple of harvests. And so that is it. And thanks for taking your time to watch today's video update. And if you have any questions about the plants I've shared, or you need seeds or just anything, feel free to reach out to me in the comment section, or you can check the about section of my channel and you're going to see an email address there that you can reach me for business or anything of that sort. Thank you, and until next time, bye bye.